Let me explain the 7 core things you're gonna need to start your Shopify dropshipping business. What's going on, everyone? Hayden here, coming back at you with a brand new video. And in this one, I'm gonna jump inside of my computer and break down a checklist that I put together. It's gonna be about 7 to 8 main points talking about exactly what you're gonna need to start your business. Now, this is something that's been highly requested. I know a lot of people, we've been throwing out a lot of tidbits of information, and you guys want it all centralized in one location and in order on what you're gonna need. So that's what this video is gonna be. Now, one thing I do just wanna kind of reiterate, I know I say it in other videos, but before we get into this, there's a lot of different ways to do Shopify. This is not breaking down exactly how to do your marketing, run your ads, pick products. This is what you're gonna need in order to actually get that business model going, okay? With your Shopify store, everything. This, I think I covered everything. You guys, I know, have been asking me a lot of questions, both in the Facebook group, on Instagram, and in the YouTube comments. So I think this is gonna put it in perspective and really help you guys out. Before we jump inside of my computer and do that, I'd appreciate if you join the family by hitting that nice looking subscribe button. I do just wanna say thank you to every single one. We passed 25,000 subscribers. That's awesome. I do appreciate all the support on every single video. And with that being said, let's start going through this checklist. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about inside of here is not specifically something, it is something you need, but it's not like a tangible thing, okay? It's a mindset. You guys, I know this might sound general, cliche, whatever. I see so many people every single day, for that matter, who fail at this business. And it's not because they don't understand how to write ad copy in their marketing. Like, sure, those little things that they don't know how to do, you know, lead to other problems, but it stems back before that, and it comes back to the mindset. That's really what I've backtracked that issue to come from. And it's genuinely, in my opinion, one of the most important things when starting a business. It doesn't even have to be dropshipping. That's more of a universal topic. You have to have the right mindset behind it, understanding where you're gonna be learning from. You know that it's gonna take time. You have to set the right expectations. That way you're not disappointed or let down if something doesn't work right off the bat. Now, number 2, this is something you need. You can't get around it. That's what the business is. You're gonna need a Shopify store. It's very simple. You guys need to go build a store. That's gonna be your storefront. That's where your customers are coming. That's where you're posting your product. If you don't know about that, well, I suggest you go figure it out, because a Shopify store, that's how you're running your Shopify dropshipping business. You guys can start building out your store. I always recommend build it out on the free 14-day trial. And once you have it built, because you're gonna need to actually pay for the plan, it's a monthly subscription, before you start marketing, make it live right after you start building it. So make sure you get everything you need done, both on point 2 and 3 here that we're gonna talk about in a second. Make sure you get that done in the 14-day trial. So if you haven't started your store or whatever, for whatever reason, I'm gonna leave a link down below as the top link. It's 14-day free trial. Start getting things going as fast as you can. Don't waste time building the store. Just get that going and start implementing. But the third thing you're gonna need, and this does portray into your Shopify store, you're gonna need the apps, okay? And I wanna break down 3 different categories of apps and their importance. So there's one thing that you're gonna have to use. You have to use this Oberlo. That, in my opinion, I know there's kind of little ways around it that some people do. That makes things so much easier. It automates the process. Fulfilling orders is a lot easier. It just makes things simpler. And Oberlo is an app. It's free, by the way, which is great. It's one of the only free apps. You need that. That would be, in my opinion, category 1. Now, a category 2, there's 2 apps inside of here that I think that I personally need. If I'm making a store, I'm using these, okay? Better shipping, that to me is a must. I don't even really know how that well to set up the shipping based on weights. That is the biggest hassle when I'm doing all these different types of offers, different things. It's a waste of time. Use Better Shipping. It gives you your list of products and you can set the specific shipping price for each product. Very simple. I think it's might be 15 bucks or something a month. Definitely huge for me. Also, this is a must for me. I would try and push this into category 1, except you don't 100% have to have it to run your business. Hurrify, for those of you who don't know, I know I talk about it a lot, so do a lot of other people. It's basically a visual aid when it comes to both scarcity and urgency. So it's a plugin you can use. It goes on your product page and it has a countdown timer, both with time as well as the amount of products that are left. So there's a lot of different things you can use right there to kind of twist it and just help with your marketing. That's really big on scarcity and urgency. Hurrify for me, definitely in that category 2. Now, category 3, this is something where it's I personally still use it and I would recommend it to you, but again, these 2 are I really think you gotta have these 2 and the first one with Oberlo, obviously. And that is consistent cart. I've mentioned this once or twice. That's basically for an abandoned cart sequence. So if you're doing a lot of free plus shipping or even marketing in general, you're gonna have abandoned carts. Now, this basically automates that. So it has set templates. You literally just can change the email it's coming from, the subject line a little bit if you want to. It automatically links back to the product and their cart. It saves all the information and you can schedule it out. So it's like, you know, they'll get a message, or excuse me, they'll get an email like 3 hours after they abandon the checkout, you know, incentivizing them to come back. And as the time goes on, you know, every day they're gonna get one. Then it's gonna go every couple days, then every week. So it's becoming more and more spread out, and it's linking right back to that cart that they had abandoned. So it's offering them more and more incentive, you know, little discounts and whatnot to come back, and you're gonna bring a lot of customers back. This is huge when it comes to when you're pushing volume. You're gonna be able to recuperate a lot of lost customers. Consistent cart also, it's not just for email. They have a push notification sequence where it would literally pop up, you know, in the corner on someone's laptop, like, you know, up in the left or right or wherever. So it's not even just email. They have multiple different points of contact, and that for me is, it's very valuable. I bring a lot of people back through email on the back end, and I think an abandoned cart sequence is 100% necessary. Especially, I know a lot of you, if you watch a content, follow, kind of implement what I teach, what I do, whatever. I use a lot of stuff with Instagram, so I do a lot with that platform, and for me, free plus shipping always works better on Instagram. Now, when you're doing free plus shipping, you're gonna get a lot of abandoned carts. So that's why, you know, it does kind of depend on your marketing, which is why this is category 3, but consistent cart for me is very, very crucial. I would never launch a store without it. Now, this next one, I think most of you have this down. I still do see some people trying to run Facebook ads, Instagram shoutouts, whatever without this, and you need a domain. I personally use GoDaddy for this. I think it's like 10 bucks, 12 bucks, depending on kind of what you get. But always just try and get a .com if you can. At worst, get a .co. Don't mess with .org. Don't leave your .myshopify.com. Please, please don't. That looks really bad in your marketing. It's just untrustworthy. Get a domain. It's super simple to link up. You guys can go buy a domain from GoDaddy. And do this before you go through, build out your store, spend all the time picking the name, branding, logos. Make sure the domain's available first. It's very simple. That for me is a necessity. I have no reason to ever build a store without a domain. Get a domain. Now, this next one is really important, but it comes down, this is kind of like where you're learning from. So where you're learning from is gonna relate to how well you can do this, and that is pick products. Product research, you know, you can't make money even if you know how to do and you've set up all these other things. If you know how to market, whatever, it does not matter if you don't know how to pick the right products. You can't market a crappy product and make money, especially if you don't even know how to pick products. Then what products you put in on your store. So whatever courses you're going through, wherever you're learning from, should outline how to pick products, you know, product research, everything behind that. You need the right products. Not even just that, I know a lot of you guys are asking how many products should I have. There's no set number. There really isn't. Personally, if you guys, I know a lot of you just want me to put a number on it, this is the range I would give you. 5 to 25 products, get that going on your store and go. Personally for me, I would do about 8 to 15. And I'll add more later. I'll start cycling through a lot, removing a lot. That's the biggest thing. As I'm testing them, if they're not working, they're getting thrown out. So constantly pumping new content, new products through there, you know, different descriptions, and testing. So get everything set up and start running, but picking products, that's huge. Product research, you can't market a bad product, which actually leads right into our next point. You need to genuinely, not even just traffic, okay? You need to understand marketing. Marketing as a whole is not as simple as posting a picture on Instagram and getting sales. Marketing has to do with writing ad copy, making people feel some type of way emotionally or socially in that ad copy, while building a rapport, as well as building that trustworthy brand, while leading into a clear and concise call to action to get them to do what you want. It's a very intricate thing, and I know a lot of you guys, you know, might be overwhelmed by that or scared. Don't be. That's something that's gonna come with experience. Marketing is massive. Why do you think you see all these billion-dollar marketing firms, you know, people who work their jobs as marketing, whatever, VPs? There's a lot of money to be made in marketing. Marketing is storytelling. So I think a lot of people get these two confused. Marketing as well as advertising. You need to know how to do both, okay? Because if you don't know how to advertise, and I'll explain the difference here in a second, you're not gonna be able to use what you know with marketing. Advertising is like understanding the deep mechanics behind Facebook ads, how to set it up, you know, test, split test, do all these different things, scale, retargeting. That's advertising. You need to know how to do that. But if you only know how to do that, well, you're not gonna really make money because you don't know how to market. You don't know how to reach that audience effectively, not from an advertising standpoint, but like how to reach them, you know, personally, connect with them and get them to purchase something or take an action. You're not gonna be able to do that. These two go together. That's a skill. These are both skills that you're gonna have to cultivate along the way. You're really, really gonna be learning a lot throughout this business model as you're going through and setting this stuff up. These, in my opinion, are 7 completely crucial things you have to have. I think even like putting all this stuff in categories, I always have these on all my stores. Shopify store, you have to have it. a mindset, that's obviously one of the most important things. You can't even start and get going, let alone build a successful business on that without the right mindset. Now, I think that these last two are the most interesting, and I know you guys are gonna have questions. Feel free to drop it in the comments down below. I'm gonna make sure to be active in there and answer all of your questions. If I missed anything, I can kind of touch on it in the next video. This is a quick, simple 7-step checklist. I might actually make this a downloadable PDF. Yeah, I'll make this a downloadable PDF. I know a lot of you guys ask that as I go through and just type out these notes. So I'll leave that in the comments down below, as well as the Facebook group. You guys can always throw a question in there, a video, a screenshot, whatever, and I think 50, 100 people, 200 people are gonna reply to you, help you out, and answer your questions. So that's definitely a good environment that we've built. I appreciate every single one of you showing love and support on every video. And again, feel free to drop comments down below. I'm gonna be super active inside of there helping you guys out over the next day or two as the comments start coming in. I've got a lot of fun content planned. I've just been doing a lot of work, so I'm gonna keep coming at you guys with these videos every single day. If you did enjoy it, if you got any value at all, I'd appreciate it if you drop a like down below, and if you haven't already, be sure to join the family by hitting that nice looking subscribe button, and I post every single day. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow in the next one. Peace.